we have actually 2 lectures and 1 reading planned tonight. We are running a little bit late, so I think it makes sense to continue now with the first lecture, which will be by James Griffith, and then do a break. We have provided not really dinner, but also more than an apéro. So there is one very fancy place in Vienna. It's one of the oldest restaurants. It's called the Schwarze Kamel, and they do beautiful sandwiches in all colors. So we have a big selection of those. We have wine and we have water. Tomorrow we will have coffee as well. And I would suggest we continue now with the first lecture, then make a break so you can equip yourself with some food and drinks. And then as we go on through the evening, the buffet will just be there, and we all help each other, ourselves, through, I think probably we will be finished today around 11 now instead of 10. So it will be a bit later. I hope it's still fine. We will then continue with a lecture by Robert Hahn, who is coming from the US. And then we will have a reading by Sebastian Michael of Erasmus of Rotterdam. He was a 16th century humanist. We know him for the exchange programs that are dedicated to his name, but he wrote a book which became super popular in his time, and it's called Copia. Yeah? So we are not reading from this book, because this book really is a kind of an instruction book of how to learn to be copious. But he wrote what I read as a kind of a meditation on the implications of celebrating an abundant style. He calls it an abundant style, in a text dedicated to Thomas Morus, which is called In Praise of Folly. Yeah? So it's not madness, it's not rationality, it's somehow the movement in between. And with this we will finish, and I will introduce the lectures more properly before our guests start. That means now, very happy to introduce James Griffith,